President Trump signed a $1.3 trillion budget into law Friday, but he wasn't happy about it. The president had threatened to veto the legislation his White House had signed off on a day earlier, complaining that it didn't address dreamer immigrants and didn't have enough cash for his long-promised Mexican border wall. Sources told the Wall Street Journal he was talked out of doing so by aides who warned him he'd be blamed for shutting down the government on a weekend when he was jetting off to his Florida estate. That Trump reportedly replied. Trump told reporters he was forced to sign the ridiculous 2,232-page bill, which he admitted he hadn't even read, because he wants to keep America safe. There are a lot of things I'm unhappy about in this bill. There are a lot of things we shouldn't have had in this bill, but we were, in a sense, forced if we want to build our military, Trump said during a ceremony he'd built as a press conference at the White House. But I say to Congress, I will never sign another bill like this again. I'm not going to do it. The announcement came hours after he confused both Republicans and Democrats by tweeting that he was considering a veto on the massive spending bill because he claimed Democrats had abandoned the immigrants protected by the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. I say this to DACA recipients, the Republicans are with you, they want to get your situation taken care of, Trump said. The Democrats just fought every single inch of the way. They did not want DACA in this bill. But Trump's the one who rescinded DACA upon entering office. Since then, he has refused to consider several bipartisan deals to reinstate the program, which protects some 800,000 undocumented immigrants brought into the country illegally as children, in return for cash for his border wall. Immigrant advocates ripped Trump's apparent hypocrisy. This is your mess, the American Civil Liberties Union said in a statement addressed to Trump. You ended DACA, you've sabotaged every effort to fix it. And now you want to blame Congress? Trump, who'd hailed the deal Thursday, went on to tout the new spending bill $655 billion in military spending as a necessity that enshrines the U.S. Armed Forces as by far the strongest in the world. He also marveled at cash earmarked for the country's nuclear missile program. Praise be to God we don't ever have to use it, but there will be nobody that's even close, Trump said. But the president soured on the $1.6 billion earmarked for his contentious border wall, saying that it's not enough. Not happy with $1.6 billion, but it does start the wall and we'll make that $1.6 billion go very far, Trump said. After promising throughout the campaign that Mexico would pay for the behemoth border barrier, Trump asked Congress in January to earmark a whopping $25 billion for its construction. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer (DNY) had reached a deal with Trump for DACA legislation in return for the wall cash that month, but Trump later backed out of the agreement. Only a portion of the $1.6 billion in the new spending package can be used on new barriers. The bulk of the money will go to repairing existing fencing segments. Trump's Twitter veto threat was at odds with top members of his administration and House Speaker Paul Ryan, Republican Wisconsin, who had said Thursday that he was supportive of the measure. The White House also issued a formal statement of administration policy indicating Trump would sign the bill. Several advisors inside and outside the White House said they suspected the tweet was just Trump blowing off steam. But Trump's most conservative adherents took his threat seriously and were devastated he didn't follow through. I will never sign another bill like this again, right-wing firebrand Ann Coulter quoted Trump as saying and bluntly adding, yeah, because you'll be impeached. Longtime conservative commentator and Trump loyalist Matt Drudge also took a shot at the president, emblazoning his namesake website with a scathing fake veto banner. The bill easily passed by the House Thursday. The will he, won't he veto episode came hours after the Senate passed the spending package, which keeps the government running through September. But the bill faced some animosity in the Senate, especially from fiscal conservative Senator Rand Paul, who was hoping that Trump would veto the bill. Shame. Shame. A pox on both houses and parties, the Kentucky senator tweeted after the bill cleared the Senate. No one has read it. Congress is broken. The omnibus spending bill was supposed to be an antidote to the stopgap measures Congress has been forced to pass, 5 in this fiscal year alone, to keep government temporarily running amid partisan fiscal disputes. Asked why he threatened to veto the bill, Trump told reporters that he had looked very seriously at it, but decided otherwise after considering the incredible gains that we've been able to make for the military. The spending bill doesn't include Democrat-favored subsidies for the Affordable Care Act exchanges, which started faltering after Trump reversed some federal payments in his wider effort to scuttle the health care law. The bill also doesn't resolve the fate of the Dreamers, who have been in legal gridlock since the Supreme Court declined to take up a Trump administration appeal. Still, Democrats were beyond pleased with the bill Friday. We feel good, Schumer, D. York, said. We produced a darn good bill. With Newswire services.